That's the dream. It's not the destination, it's the journey.
My name is Kobe Bryant.
Kobe Bryant's Kobe.
17 years old.
By 1996, Kobe Bryant was one of the best basketball players in America, and he had one goal in mind, and that was to make it to the NBA. Kobe's father, Joe Jellybean Bryant, had spent 8 seasons in the NBA, 4 with the Philadelphia 76ers, 3 with the San Diego Clippers, and 1 with the Houston Rockets. But after his career started to go downhill, he moved the Bryants to Italy, where he played pro basketball, and Kobe lived from when he was 6 up until he was 13. At 13, the Bryants moved back to Philly, and a year later, Kobe would begin attending Lower Merion High School. In Lower Merion, Kobe took off. He started on the varsity team as a freshman, and by his senior year, Kobe was one of the most sought-after players in America. He was named the Naismith High School Player of the Year, the Gatorade Men's National Player of the Year, a McDonald's All-American. He led the Lower Merion Aces to a state championship and finished his prep career with 2,883 points, breaking the Southern Pennsylvania mark of 2,359 points set by Will Chamberlain. Now, Kobe could have gone anywhere and said that he would have played for Coach K at Duke, but because of Kevin Garnett, who had been drafted 5th overall by the Timberwolves in 1995 and became the first player to be drafted directly out of high school since 1975, Kobe began contemplating going directly to the NBA. But not everybody believed in Kobe. When a camp counselor warned him that only 1 in a million make it to the NBA, Bryant responded, "I'm going to be that 1 in a million." Kobe ultimately decided to enter the 1996 NBA draft.
Kobe Bryant have decided to take my talent to I have decided to skip college and take my talent to the NBA.
Where the Charlotte Hornets selected him with the number 13 pick.
The Charlotte Hornets select Kobe Bryant from Lower Merion High School in Pennsylvania.
So why was Kobe so adamant to forego college to get straight to the NBA? I mean, he was a good student. He scored a 1080 on his SATs. He could have gone anywhere. His dad was a former NBA player, so they weren't hurting for money. Well, his former teammate John Sally said that one of the main reasons why Kobe skipped college was so he could face Michael Jordan before he retired. And on draft night, he told the late, great Craig Sager that he wanted the challenge and he didn't want to have any regrets.
You know, if I was 40 years old and I'm sitting back and I'm looking back at my career, if I went to college and played on the NBA, maybe I had a great career, maybe not, and I'm still having that doubt in my mind, could I have answered that challenge? Could I have responded to the challenge of the NBA? And that's something that I didn't want to have on my shoulders, so I just really accepted it.
So how did Kobe end up getting traded to his favorite team growing up, the Los Angeles Lakers? Well, you can thank the logo Jerry West for bringing the kid from Philly to L.A.
Let's talk about the word we're just hearing, that Peter Vesey reporting that the Lakers could possibly be swinging a deal with the Hornets for Kobe Bryant. Kind of goes back to your Jerry West conversation.
And speaking with Jerry today, he was just raving about Kobe Bryant.
The legendary L.A. Times sports writer Jim Murray once said that Jerry West could spot talent through the window of a moving train. Now, Jerry West was close friends with agent Arn Tellem, and Arn Tellem was representing Kobe at the time and advising him in his deal with Adidas. And Arn Tellem got Kobe the workout with the Lakers, and at the time, Kobe wasn't even considering LA because they had the number 24th pick in the first round. So in the beginning, West gave Kobe the workout as a favor to his friend Arn Tellem. In the workout, Kobe went up against NBA veterans Michael Cooper and Larry Drew, and West said that, quote, Kobe marched over people. Kobe, who signed with Adidas, later returned to LA to shoot an Adidas commercial, and his dad informed him that he would be working out for the Lakers again. And that's when Kobe knew that the Lakers were serious about drafting him. It was the first time he had worked out in front of Lakers coach Del Harris, and the workout wasn't even held at the Lakers practice facility. It was a secret workout held at a YMCA in Inglewood. During the workout, the Lakers had Kobe go through shooting drills and play Mississippi State's Dante Jones in a game of one-on-one. Kobe absolutely destroyed him. The Lakers stopped the second workout after just 20 minutes, and Jerry West got up from his seat and rushed to midcourt, where he grabbed Sonny Vaccaro, a man who earned the nickname Soul Man and is known as the godfather of basketball sneaker culture because he was the guy that signed Michael Jordan to his first deal with Nike, and he had helped Kobe sign his deal with Adidas. Well, Jerry West told him, "That's it. I'm going to take him." Jerry West then called legendary Lakers play-by-play broadcaster Chick Hearn, and Hearn heard West on the other line, and West sounded like he was out of breath, and Hearn asked him, "Have you been running?" And West said, "No, I just came back from watching the best 17-year-old player I've ever seen." Now, this was going to be a big summer for the Lakers, who were also trying to make a big splash by luring in the game's top free agent, Shaquille O'Neal. But in order to get Shaq, they had to get out from under Vlade Divac's contract, and they tried to trade Divac to the Nets for the number 8 pick, but the Nets didn't want to make that deal, and the Nets were seriously considering drafting Kobe Bryant. They had worked him out 3 times. They were dead set on taking him with the number 8 pick, and that's when Nets GM John Nash received a call from Arn Tellem, who was working with Bryant, and Tellem told Nash that it wasn't going to work out and that the Nets shouldn't draft Bryant. Tellem told Nash that Bryant had a falling out with his parents and didn't want to play in New Jersey, where he'd be close to home and his parents. And that's when NBA super agent David Falk, best known for representing Michael Jordan, called new Nets head coach John Calipari and convinced him to draft his client Villanova's Kerry Kittles. See, David Falk had heard through NBA agent circles that Kobe was trying to avoid getting drafted by the New Jersey Nets, and he saw this as an opportunity for his client, and he convinced the Nets to select Kittles with the number 8 pick. So the Nets decided that if Kittles was available, they'd take him with the number 8 pick, and if he had already been selected, they were going to go with Kobe. Well, Kittles was still available. They drafted him with the number 8 overall pick, and then Kobe goes to the Hornets with the number 13th pick, and that's when Jerry got Kobe to come out west. The Lakers traded center Vlade Divac for Kobe Bryant, and what would go down as one of the most memorable draft day trades in NBA history, and that is how Kobe Bryant ended up on the Los Angeles Lakers. Thanks for watching part 1 of The Rise of the Black Mamba, the stories behind Kobe Bryant's defining moments and his quest for basketball immortality. For all the latest Lakers news and rumors and part 2, be sure to subscribe to the Lakers 24/8 YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you want to see us post even more Lakers content, smash that like button. And let me know down below in the comment section, is Kobe Bryant a top 3 player of all time, and who would you want to take the last shot? Would you go with Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, or LeBron James? Let me know down below in the comment section. My name is D-Mac. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMac_LA. And until next time, go Lakers.
Mamba out.